Hello guys, and welcome back to Supreme Ruler 2030 with our Israel playthrough. In the last episode, we took our goal, the Georgia Republic, to acquire the ability to make coal. But then, you remember many episodes ago, where our planes were flying over here? I mean, hell, just a few episodes ago, they were flying all the way down to here through all these countries. Well, unfortunately, in this game, that is enough for a country to declare war on you and have the game say that you declared war on them. So if you have no war justification, which we didn't, because I wasn't planning on attacking them, then your treaty integrity will plummet. Ours has plummeted by like 30% or something. Our world market opinion has halved, and now every country in the world hates me. So, Saudi Arabia is the one that did that by attacking us. Iran then joined up and attacked us as well. Thankfully, we haven't flown over Iran. Otherwise, we'd probably be so poor reputation that we wouldn't even be allowed to trade on the world market anymore. And that might be enough to end the playthrough right there. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're at war, and it's honestly going pretty well, actually. And we're going to keep fighting. Our allies are still surprisingly helping us, despite that we don't have mutual defense with any of them. They hate us. I guess they're just able to help us through normal, formal alliance. Actually, we have mutual defense with some of them still, surprisingly. But not all of them. Like France, we don't. But France definitely has sent units to help us. Turkey has been... Yeah, we don't have mutual defense with them. But Turkey has transit with Iran. Iran's been going through Turkey, showing up over here. Let's go ahead and just unpause. And ending up dying over here. So we're going to be in a very slow crawl, heading into Saudi Arabian territory. At some points, we might need to just pause and build up massive supply hubs to actually get down these roads. We'll see. Some Indians have made it to Saudi Arabia to fight us. We saw Indians mobilizing against us through Iran. Turns out some of them must be landing, or no, they're driving into Saudi Arabia to directly fight us. So that's fun. We're going to have to fight all of India now to get rid of Saudi Arabia. Yep, they couldn't get through with Iran, and now they're all just going to go into Saudi Arabia. We can see more and more of them mobilizing against us. Preemptively, I'm actually going ahead and placing a supply depot here and a supply depot over here, because these are some of the only hubs that we have in the area, and supply at them is... it could be improved, so we definitely want to improve it if we can. Otherwise, we are still pushing up fine enough. We're just having to push forward, kind of run back, and then push back out again. And I was doing that manually for a little bit, but the AIs just kind of started doing it all by themselves. It's very interesting. And we're pushing forward, constantly getting kills, not really needing any help. Not really needing to lose... we're not losing any units, basically. Our production here is going. We're getting some foreign units from surrendering. We already had gotten some from Georgia. But it's honestly doing pretty well. Really, my biggest threat here is Indians. Look at this. And look at what's happening here. They're crossing in from Iraq. They're driving through Iraq now to enter the territory here. Isn't that funny? But they can't overwhelm us. Our units are literally just too good for them to overwhelm. So we just took another location, meaning this supply depot I started building here is probably fucking useless. Probably don't actually need it then, because the supply is just going to generate down here now. And it was already more than enough here. Our infrastructure, as you can see here, is quite buffed up with just standard spending. So, not something we need to worry about too much. And we're just going to keep slowly pushing, because it seems like everything's happening down there now. Well, there's a couple things happening up here, but for the most part, nothing. At this point, we're not even fighting the Saudis. We're literally only fighting Indians. The Saudis have been defeated. It's just Indians now. And Indians are pretty massive. That's a pretty oh my god. This is a pretty, as I was saying, this is a pretty massive force to have to fight. And more are coming. And we're just gonna have to grind through all of this due to the way the game has gone. Who the hell is this? Oh, is that Afghanistan? That's Afghanistan. We just have to grind through them. They haven't killed any of our guys in a while. We haven't lost anybody for like 20 days. We're just hurting them. Oh, this one might die. This Konglomerat right here. Oh yeah, look, they finally killed someone. Speak of the devil, right? Well, that's fine. We have 13 productions. We're pumping guys out rather regularly. If I really needed more, there's actually not a lot for sale, but I'm sure we could still find stuff among our allies. But again, Looking at our land units, we have hundreds. We're not losing anything at any rate that could actually harm us. Okay, this is getting absolutely fucking ridiculous. Russia just declared war on me. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. This is the greatest part about all this. You know what I did? You wanna know what I fucking did? You know what I did? All I did was happen to have an AI that flew a plane over someone. I have no control over that. They're not listening to me when I tell them not to do it. But here we are. Just losing more mutual defense, but... So I think it's safe to say, Georgia is no longer going to be ours very soon. Oh my good god. Where is this? Wait, what? Okay, that I would understand. PC Patrol, why do we even have that? But what is this? Why are there just Russians over here? What is going on? Oh, and they're dead, I think. Naval engineer, yeah, I understand. It's a load of missiles, I think. Where are they coming from? What? Where did all these Russians suddenly appear from? I am so confused. They just suddenly started killing a bunch of our guys out of literally nowhere. Well, that's weird. Immediately, our allies that have some units over here are starting to push into Russia. Oh, we've just become a new front with Russia. We've literally... Oh, Ukraine's recovered its finances, huh? They didn't hate me, I'd go for like an alliance or something, but... Wow, okay, well... I really did not foresee this going this way, but this is what you get when you play Supreme Ruler 2030, which is probably one of the most broken diplomacy systems I've ever seen in a video game. So we have the Armenians, what looks like the Iraqis. Is that Iraqi? That looks Iraqi to me. The Iraqis and some others trying to push over into my territory now. Some Americans are trying to attack me through Russia, because I guess they have mutual defense. And we have a loop of other NATO units, including Americans, by the way, which are stuck here. Just kind of looping back and forth, currently defending our border, currently pushing into Soviet or Russian territory. The Turks especially are mobilizing to fight Russia. So we don't even really need to do anything over here because all of our allies are going to do this for us. So yeah, I really didn't see the playthrough going quite like this, but here we are. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. There's nothing I could do to start it either. This was completely out of my control. And I am now gaining swaths of Russian territory. You see all the people that are not my allies, like down here, mobilizing to fight me. The Iraqis are literally running through Turkey to run around me to get to me to fight Turkey. That's what's happening right now. And, you know, we got all these guys that were leaving. I'm sure in no time flat they're going to be coming back. I'm sure. Yeah, you got more coming already. They were all heading up here, as is. I don't even need my troops up here, honestly. Like, just my troops, my units, none of them need to be up here. Oh, hey, look at this. Russia is, oh my god. Russia, who is currently fighting Turkey through my territory, is pushing into my territory through Turkey. That's why Turkey's able to take so much land so quickly, because Russia's just attacking me. Up by where Syria, Lebanon were. They're just pouring in through Turkey, where all I had were some garrisons. But now we're getting more troops over there. I'm just gonna get my troops out of here. They don't need to be here. Because my allies are gonna be fighting the Russians as, not even the Russians, they're fighting the Iraqis, they're fighting everybody else. What is this? What is this fucking mess? This is what you call a diplomacy system? What? I love, what? Oh, dude. What is going on? NATO is fighting NATO because NATO is going to help Russia because they have mutual defense, but NATO's also helping me, and at times they literally just cross between territories and then just start fighting each other. Pakistan's here now. Who am I not fighting in this world? Who made an alliance? Palau and the UAE, because that makes sense. Yeah. the fuck is going on? Well, it's clear to me that we're gonna need some new military goods, so I'm just gonna build a bunch right here. Because we're gonna need way more military goods production to sustain this war in the long run. Because it's not even as simple as like, oh, there's us and there's them. No, there's us versus them versus us versus me versus I don't know what the fuck's happening. More and more Russians keep running down here trying to fight me through Turkey's territory while Turkey is fighting them through my territory. Oh, there are so many problems evident in this game showing themselves here. Really, like, if I have a formal alliance with a country, another country shouldn't really be able to that conflicts with that. You shouldn't be able to fight in both sides of a war at once. This whole playthrough has been fucking derailed by a single AI decision to put a plane through an enemy's territory without permission. It shouldn't be this easy to derail a playthrough. Oh, China and Ukraine are here now. The Ottomans can actually go into Russian territory. They have permission to be there, which is absolutely hilarious. So they're fighting, but they can't advance too much while someone else is on the other side, and so they just get stuck there. Because I guess they have the ability to fight in my territory, but they have the ability to move through the territory of Russia. Which is just more proof that this is fucking retarded. We're about to take the capital of Saudi Arabia after artying the hell out of it and rushing it with a bunch of units. I'm just playing on fastest speeds because my whole playthrough got hijacked and I'm not really very invested right now. So we're pushing. They're gonna move their capital, they're gonna surrender. What's happening here? For now, they've moved their capital down hither. We're gonna need to move some stuff over there. Let's get the RD support headed over there. This would be easy to push down to once we give everybody a moment to repair. But even then, actually, we have a lot of things already kind of capable of going down there. Sorry, how are there Indians in my territory? What is happening? Well, I'm bombing the shit out of all this arty that they decided to put in the way. M114 howitzers, a lot of them. But my range is way superior to theirs, so they're pretty much just dying, and we'll open the road to Jeddah. See if we can get the Saudis to surrender. We can close up one of the main fronts. And Jeddah is dead. That was pretty simple. We just showed up, we argued the fuck out of it, they surrendered, and there you go. So, we took Saudi Arabia, that's cool. I'll annex that. This front's pretty much gonna close up real quick. And we're still at war with Iran and Russia. Russia took Georgia Republic from us. Here comes all these allies that are moving at, like, the speed of snail to assist us. They're not quite here anymore, but they're still going to this port. I'm wondering if I just like rush myself into that port now, because it's going to take them still a little bit to get there, if they'll all just land there. So I'm probably going to turn some units around and then head up there to see if I can, I guess, fight Russia with the support of NATO. Let's find out. We have like the stupidest fight now. The Russians are going through Turkey to get to us. We're going through Turkey to get to Russia. There's Brits just waiting for the Russians to shoot them once they reach our territory. This is retarded. Well, we made landfall and then we immediately got airstrikes out of existence. That's kind of how we lost over here. The Russian air just absolutely demolished us, and I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a trend here. No matter what I push up here, I think it's just going to get airstriked into death, judging by how this is going. Don't know if we're going to be able to take this seaport like this while all this Russian air is here. Yeah, here's what's happening instead. This very slow convoy of probably most of the armies that our allies have are sailing up to this little hex that we somehow own and immediately getting destroyed in their transports. And they're just sailing right into it because AI in this game are fucking retarded. All these troops are going to die like that because most of my land troops are actually dead, to be honest. There's not really much I can do. We don't border Russia. They can't actually reach us, and we certainly can't reach them. Nobody wants peace because, again, even though AI make peace with each other, nobody makes peace with us. And again, we've just been playing on max speed for a little bit. I don't really know what's going to change. I'm going to leave this running, maybe for hours, honestly, but I don't know what's going to change. Someone else might declare war on us. That wouldn't be surprising. But we can't fight Russia as an Israel that was like this big a moment ago. We certainly can't. Iran would have been more feasible, but with the entire Indian army behind them, maybe not that much. Russia is a big, big not, especially, they're currently slaughtering all the armies of every ally that we have. This isn't going anywhere. This is, like I said, this is an eternal war because of one stupid mechanic. I don't know if we can fix this. Alright guys, so this has been the front primarily, just this right here. Russians coming in. The South Koreans show up to help me now. It's a little different in flavor. Americans have been showing up occasionally, but it's mostly just Russians running down here, dying, my units scrambling to fight them. Look, here's a good example. It's fastest speed, by the way. The game is really slowed down. Actually, you know, it's funny. With this war going on, I guess, I don't know what's really slowing it down, but I thought the multiplayer speeds of this game were quite abysmal in recent testing. There was a lot of freezing, but I was actually able to get through a day in multiplayer faster than we're getting through days in fastest here, while I was connected to at least an American. Though a European, aka Narfi, and it didn't really work quite as well. But these speeds are getting there, despite me not really doing. I'm just sitting here watching. I've had this in fast, just kind of waiting. I've been trying to support my enemies to try to get the relationship up to see, you know, if we can make peace with them. That might work eventually, I don't know. They've really changed how support works in this game. It takes a lot of time of no conflict and a lot of money thrown at the problem. And the problem is that we don't really have money to throw at the problem. We're so tiny. We're fucking Israel, you know? I think it might be safe to say that this playthrough's been 100% completely hijacked. Unfortunately, short of using cheats, there's not a lot I can do to really guarantee that we undo, you know, what has happened here. We're not going to die anytime soon or ever at this rate, but nor are we going to kill Russia. So we're just stuck where we can't really do anything, and it's not going to change. However, we did accomplish a lot of my goals. You know, I started as Israel. I went ahead, I expanded, took over Israel's neighbors. Hell, we took over Saudi Arabia. I wasn't planning on that. Even if you exclude the Georgia Republic situation, we've also taken Liberia. We've completely pretty much defeated the military of Iran. And a lot of India's at this rate. Not that that was a goal, but that's a pretty good accomplishment. Here's the military stats, by the way. We've gotten almost as many kills as Russia's gotten. You know, they got a lot of easy kills early on. Well, we got almost as many kills as they have, and our losses are far smaller. Our KDR, in every single way, is better than pretty much what anyone else has done. Fucking what? I think Denmark annexed Greenland. Yeah, Denmark annexed Greenland, so they have technically acquired more land than we have. Interesting to see AI dynamically doing shit like that. They didn't used to do that. But now they just, you know, release Puerto Rico and annex Greenland. That's pretty interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, since we did accomplish basically the goals that I set out to do at the beginning of the playthrough here and more, well, I guess we'll just call it here. I'll leave the game running on fastest even while I render this and get it going. I might just leave it running overnight to see if we can get them in a way where they will finally make peace with us, see if we can continue this. But assuming that that won't work, I will say we call it here. And guys, holy shit, I think I need to play some other games, because this shit is fucking broken. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you, hopefully, playing something more fun.